Tonight, killings in the capital. You'll hear from the families of two young men who were targeted in a double murder in the heart of Belmopan. And the Belmopan mayor says even though it happened in the heart of the capital, it doesn't have anything to do with his city. Plus, a massive butane leak at HL's forces an emergency evacuation of Belize Elementary. We'll show you. Also, PUP Deputy Leader Cordell Hyde speaks on the SpeedNet acquisition. He says the people, not the BTL board, will decide what happens next. Also, late breaking news. It looks like the Belize Communication Workers for Justice will get paid. We'll have the latest. We've got details of these and all the stories in our newscast for tonight, Monday, February 16th, 2026. Good evening. With your news, I'm Indira Craig.
This newscast is brought to you by Cellular World, your authorized Samsung distributor.
At Cellular World, we believe technology shouldn't just be functional. It should make your home uniquely yours. Design your smart home with the full range of Samsung appliances and TVs. Equip your kitchen with smart and stylish fridges, advanced microwaves, and whisper-quiet dishwashers, bringing smart living to the heart of your home. Make daily tasks simple with efficient smart washers, powerful dryers, or an all-in-one laundry hub that adapts to your lifestyle. Experience true-to-life colors and spot-on sound with the Samsung Q LED Smart TV. Connect all your spaces instantly with the SmartThing app for seamless control wherever you go. Get all your Samsung products today with the peace of mind that only the 1-year warranty from the authorized distributor can give you. So stop by your favorite location and start designing your smart home today. Only at Cellular World.
Every connection we make is more than just a signal. It's a student unlocking a future through digital education. A young mind daring to dream bigger. Our culture shared with the world in real time. And everyday heroes answering the call of civic duty. When we connect with Digi, we empower Belize.
Universal Hardware presents Friends and Family 2026 in Spanish Lookout, Thursday, February 19th to Saturday, February 21st. Move smarter with Lifan motorcycles. Build stronger with Makita power tools. Stay cool with Sankey AC unit. Work cleaner with Shindaiwa brush cutters and Nova woodworking equipment. Huge raffles, great food, big savings. Fun for the whole family. Universal Hardware Friends and Family 2026 Spanish Lookout. Be there.
Safety performance is the core value of GT Tires. Through in-depth research on tire compound, pattern, and structure, GT develops and applies safety-focused technologies that ensure strong grip and stability in all road conditions and applications.
Available at Enrique Martinez & Sons Limited, 2 miles, Philip Colson Highway, Belize City. Give us a call today at 606-4154.
Haven't updated your information recently? Well, kick off the new year as a winner. RF&G Insurance is giving you a free chance to win every month. Entering is easy. Just chat with us on WhatsApp and update your information. That's it. You'll be automatically entered into our monthly raffle for a chance to win awesome prizes. Don't wait. Message us on WhatsApp and update your info today. RF&G Insurance. It pays to get it right.
Registering the debt of a person is a crucial legal process done through the Civil Registry Department and Vital Statistics Unit, which allows you to obtain an official debt certificate. The new Civil Registry and Vital Statistics System, CRVS, makes it easy. Register online or visit an office countrywide. The debt registration process involves providing the necessary details about the deceased and the details of their debt. Register a debt promptly to avoid any delays or additional fees for late registration. Who can register a debt? Any person with an original medical certificate for the cause of debt, MCCD, issued by the medical facility certifying the debt. The new CRVS, digitally connecting citizens to all vital statistics services. Visit crvs.gov.bz to complete the debt registration process with ease and care.
When I find myself in times of trouble, Mother Mary comes to me, speaking words of wisdom, let it be.
The MIDH's housing program remains one of the government's most impactful initiatives. To date, hundreds of Belizean families across the country have received starter homes, with priority given to single mothers and the elderly. In every case, these homes have provided safe, stable, and affordable shelter to those most in need, a commitment the MIDH is proud to keep.
I'm truly grateful and blessed. Having a roof over our head that is ours completely, without a doubt, it is a blessing, and it's something really surreal, and it's hard to explain the mixed emotions that I have.
Having my own home, my own home, that's mine. I feel so good that I got my own house now that I can say it's mine. I just feel emotional because, I have my own home.
I always use Touch House. And thank God for it, for all of you who came this evening and inaugurate this house for me.
I'm living in my house, and if you say, me are always excited if you say, we own home, and both of us excited if you say moving in our house.
Anybody who has ever experiencing couch surfing or even having a hard time with renting and landlords, saying that you own something yourself, you don't have to worry about that anymore. So really happy for that. As a legal guardian, it's very reassuring to know that I have a home and a roof to put my niece and nephew in along with myself.
Most of our people are people who would never be able to even start to construct a home. And so this program allows them the ability to get that start that they need so that they can continue to have their dreams in the future come true.
So really this is transformative for them. It affects their lives in a real way. Their family, their children now have a place they can be proud of.
One by one, we are transforming lives. One by one, this program is making sure that a family who just needs one opportunity.
As we wind down today, this is the fourth one for us, Stancrick West for today. That by itself is a good initiative that the ministry recognizes the side of the constituency.
There are thousands of files that have already been approved. But we work on a budget that's approved by the Ministry of Finance, which is approximately $5 million a year. And the $5 million does not include only the building of the houses, it includes also the infrastructure that we have to do to reach the houses. This year we have put in double that, and our fingers are crossed. Hopefully the Ministry of Finance approves this budget and we will be able to do more. I feel it, everybody wants one. But we can't do it for everybody at the same time. So we are going with a program. We're trying to deal with the people that have handed in their applications and have been approved. It changes lives. It opens up communities. It is something that our people get a direct impact. And that, I think, is very positive. It's one of the social programs that the People's United Party has in place that I believe is very effective and welcoming by the large majority of the population.
I'm Randall Friesen and I manage Westville Produce, better known as Granny's Foods. That's our main brand. So we offer high quality grains, beans, rice, and we also offer corn chips made from 100% locally grown corn. We saw a need for high quality, locally produced products. A lot of the best products are being exported, and we said, we need to keep some of the best products here in Belize rather than export everything. Atlantic Bank has helped us achieve our goals by providing the financing for us to be able to launch products faster than we would without the financing that they offer. We find that Atlantic Bank is very customer friendly, especially with small and medium-sized businesses. We find that Atlantic Bank is more than willing to go the extra mile. They try to understand your business. So when we go to Atlantic Bank with a certain need, we find that they try to develop a solution that will meet our specific need. I would encourage any small business owner to go to Atlantic Bank for their financial services. They're very friendly, and just overall, their service is excellent.
In the heart of Belize, a battle is being waged, not with weapons, but with choices. When waste is disposed of in unauthorized locations, in our forests, drains, and waterways, along our highways, and in vacant lots, this is illegal dumping. The consequences reach far beyond what we see. Toxic chemicals seep into our groundwater, threatening our drinking water. Disease-carrying mosquitoes breed in abandoned tires, and wildlife mistake our waste for food. For over a decade, the Department of Environment has worked tirelessly to clean up these sites. But they can't do it alone. They need your help. And now, taking action is easier than ever. Download the ArcGIS Survey 123 app to your phone. You can report illegal dump sites. The app records the location, allows you to add photos. Simply open the app, allow location access, fill in basic details about the site, add a photo, and submit. Your report helps us protect our communities and natural resources. Every report matters. Every action counts. Stand proud in protecting our nation. Our Belize, our responsibility. BINIC.
The NEBL basketball is back. 7 teams vying for the mega $100,000 cash pot. First place walks away with $70,000 cash. Second is $30,000. Opening night is Friday, February 20th at the Belize City Civic Center. Gates open at 6 for showtime at 7:30 with a wicked doubleheader featuring the biting San Pedro Tiger Sharks versus the Gunners from the West, the Cayo Western Ballers. And in game 2, will the big bad Belize City Defenders defend the city against the upstart Orange Walk Running Rebels? Giveaways galore and the big $5,000 cash shooting contest. Plus a big halftime show featuring the General Super G. Be one of the first 200 fans to receive a free token. This NEBL season will be fully seasoned.
Belize, you're watching the Nation Station, Channel 7.
The once quiet capital of Belmopan witnessed another ghastly murder on Friday night. This time, it was a double. Shots rang out not far from the City Hall, near the heart of what residents call Central Site. Moments later, police discovered the motionless bodies of 2 young men, Samar Alvarez and Calvert Webster. Jaleesa Roberts spoke to their families.
Today, 2 crosses are planted on both sides of the sidewalk that runs alongside Independence Park in Belmopan. It's where 2 best friends, 21-year-old Samar Alvarez and 20-year-old Calvert Webster, were walking innocently along at 7:45 on Friday night when they were ambushed by a gunman who opened fire on unsuspecting young men, hitting both in the head. Police believe that the shocking double murder is linked to a string of violence that's been occurring in Mahogany Heights and La Democracia, and now it's spilled into the capital city. Webster's family cannot comprehend why someone would want these 2 young men dead. His sister told us that they were very close.
That was his right-hand man. That was his best friend. All of us grew up together. All of us grew up together. And he and Zamar were artists. They stay up late that night and they do jokes. They write songs. That even me sometimes when I hang out with them, me write my only thing for sing with them.
And for Alvarez's mother, her last conversation with her son included "I love you."
I talked to my son Friday around 10. Around 10 I spoke to my son. I called him and asked him what was he doing. He said he was sleeping. So I tell her, okay. I tell her when mommy come off work, I will come home, come cook. He said, okay, mommy. I tell her, I love you. He said, love you too, mommy.
Unfortunately, she never got to give her firstborn that meal. But what is puzzling to any family is, contrary to police reports, there were no signs of street beef with anyone.
We were not aware of any beef regarding Calvert. We don't know about any beef. The only thing we can say is that it had to be someone he knew and trusted. That's the only thing. It had to be someone he knew and trusted.
And were you aware, or was the family aware of anyone that might have wanted to hurt him?
No, ma'am. I know no, ma'am. This comes as a shock to me. If I said I know anything, I'm lying. I don't know anything.
And the mother of the victim is still trying to comprehend the motive.
He was a very outgoing person, loving person. He loved music. He loved music. He was my everything. But I have 3 kids. He's the oldest. Zamar, Zaire, and Zahari. They're my everything. They're my world. I work hard for my kids. I try my best for my babies. My son was a sweet, loving person. Sometimes he would dance for me. He sing, even write a song for me. He love music, love music.
2 families now need to bury their beloved sons, who never got to see the fullness of their dreams. But instead of anger, they've chosen peace.
God isn't sleeping. God before everything. Whatever happened in the dark comes out into the light. You know who you are. You're not no stranger.
I forgive them and I put everything in God's hands. Just hoping and praying that the police will find who did it. And God will do the rest.
For now, suspects are in police custody as investigation continues. Jaleesa Roberts, 7 News.
And while police on the scene told us that the murders may have emerged from village beef, the staff officer says Webster was in fact wanted in connection to a robbery. Here's what ASP Stacey Smith could have disclosed about the investigation.
What the investigation has disclosed so far is that both Webster and Alvarez were in a group of 4 or so male persons when they were fired upon. It is an ongoing investigation. There have been some developments that were made in the course of this investigation, and the media will be advised as more information is known. What I can say is that one of the male person, I believe Mr. Webster, was in fact a person of interest in relation to a report that was made, a robbery report.
But police do not believe there's any connection.
As I stated, it is an ongoing investigation. We are hopeful that the leads that we have gathered so far will bring more clarity as to the motive in this incident.
Mayor of Belmopan, he's furiously defending the Garden City in the face of a fast-dwindling reputation as a shining city on the hill. Though it happened in the heart of his city, he says the double murder is, quote, not affiliated to Belmopan.
It is not affiliated to Belmopan in any way. Both the victims and the attackers are from outside of Belmopan. So I just wanted to clear up that noise that is stating that Belmopan is becoming unsafe, because that is clearly untrue. The government has started the community surveillance unit, which is equipping different municipalities with cameras. So I know that the walkways are also part of the plan. So this is definitely something that might push a little bit of more priority being placed on sidewalk surveillance.
We'll take a break now. When we come back, they have picketed BTL for weeks, and tonight it looks like the Belize communication workers will be getting paid. We'll tell you all about the late breaking news. And Cordell High tells the PUP National Party Council, let the people, not the BTL board, decide on the SpeedNet acquisition. Don't go away.
Belize, you're watching the Nation Station, Channel 7.
Easy. Accessible. Safe. Yours. Digi Wallet. Easy, accessible, safe, yours.
I am extremely happy to see that the work has started. We might be talking here about regaining some land. The most important part for us right now is how can we continue to protect the people that are here.
We're setting up these rock wall placed by machines to trap sand deposits. We will do some dredging at the river mouth that will enhance the sand movement, and nature on its own will take the sand to the rock walls, trap them, and accelerate beach recreation. Within the first month, you'll see results. Within 3 months, you'll see good progress. And after 6 months, you will really see some nice recuperation.
Monk River is really the forgotten village. It's been years and years I've been fighting for some help with the erosion, and nothing has been done. I was asking to save what we have now than lose everything, because it come to a point that we believe that everything was going in another few years, everything would be gone.
This village really needs a cemetery, because I don't know that when I go in, and to me, I expect for burying in this burying ground. I have my grandfather, for both sides. Ma and pa, right here.
Many of the tombs, they are in the middle of the water now. Imagine if it was you or I who would have to go and visit our parents or any family member, but the reality is that they are swimming now in the ocean.
At least government and Mr. Martinez showed up for us. 9 months, I have to say.
This is a real testament of what loss and damage is. We have so many areas like Moncariva across Belize, all the way from Corozal to Barranco down south, whereby erosion has become such a serious problem and a threat to the livelihoods of people.
When I find myself in times of trouble, Mother Mary comes to me, speaking words of wisdom, let it be.
The MIDH's housing program remains one of the government's most impactful initiatives. To date, hundreds of Belizean families across the country have received starter homes, with priority given to single mothers and the elderly. In every case, these homes have provided safe, stable, and affordable shelter to those most in need, a commitment the MIDH is proud to keep.
I'm truly grateful and blessed. Having a roof over our head that is ours completely without a doubt, it is a blessing, and it's something really surreal, and it's hard to explain the mixed emotions that I have.
Having my own home, my own home, that's mine. I feel so good that I got my own house now that I can say it's mine. I just feel emotional because, I have my own home.
I always use Touch House. And thank God for it, for all of you who came this evening and inaugurate this house for me.
I live in my house, and if you say, me always excited if you say, you know what, we own home, and both of us excited if you say moving in our house.
Anybody who has ever experiencing couch surfing or even having a hard time with renting and landlords, saying that you own something yourself, you don't have to worry about that anymore. So really happy for that. As a legal guardian, it's very reassuring to know that I have a home and a roof to put my niece and nephew in along with myself.
Most of our people are people who would never be able to even start to construct a home. And so this program allows them the ability to get that start that they need so that they can continue to have their dreams in the future come true.
So really this is transformative for them. It affects their lives in a real way. Their family, their children now have a place they can be proud of.
One by one, we are transforming lives. One by one, this program is making sure that a family who just needs one opportunity.
As we wind down today, this is the fourth one for us, Stankwicke West for today. That by itself, a good initiative that the ministry recognizes the side of the constituency.
There are thousands of files that have already been approved. But we work on a budget that's approved by the Ministry of Finance, which is approximately $5 million a year. And the $5 million does not include only the building of the houses, it includes also the infrastructure that we have to do to reach the houses. This year we have put in double that, and our fingers are crossed. Hopefully the Ministry of Finance approves this budget and we will be able to do more. I feel it, everybody wants one. But we can't do it for everybody at the same time. So we are going with a program. We're trying to deal with the people that have handed in their applications and have been approved. It changes lives. It opens up communities. It is something that our people get a direct impact. And that, I think, is very positive. It's one of the social programs that the People's United Party has in place that I believe is very effective. And welcoming by the large majority of the population.
February is all about Honda. Get special pricing and discounts on all Honda products. Enjoy up to 25% off select Honda products and 20% off Honda parts. Don't forget your B-Bucks whenever you make a purchase. Love your Honda is all about deals and discounts on Honda products throughout the month of February. Only at Benquip Equipment Parts Service.
Universal Hardware presents Friends and Family 2026 in Spanish Lookout, Thursday, February 19th to Saturday, February 21st. Move smarter with Lifan motorcycles. Build stronger with Makita power tools. Stay cool with Sankey AC unit. Work cleaner with Shindaiwa brush cutters and Nova woodworking equipment. Huge raffles, great food, big savings. Fun for the whole family. Universal Hardware Friends and Family 2026 Spanish Lookout. Be there.
Welcome to the V Department Store. We are conveniently located on Coney Drive in Belize City. That's right on Coney Drive in Belize City. At the V Department Store, we offer a wide variety of groceries, cosmetics, kitchen appliances, kitchenware, electronics, and more. We've also recently expanded to the second floor to better meet your household and office furniture needs. We now have a wide variety of furniture, home decor, and accessories. We have a shared vision for a comfortable and customer-friendly shopping experience. Visit us today and be warmly greeted by our reasonable prices and cordial staff. The V Department Store. Experience the ultimate shopping destination.
Haven't updated your information recently? Well, kick off the new year as a winner. RF&G Insurance is giving you a free chance to win every month. Entering is easy. Just chat with us on WhatsApp and update your information. That's it. You'll be automatically entered into our monthly raffle for a chance to win awesome prizes. Don't wait. Message us on WhatsApp and update your info today. RF&G Insurance. It pays to get it right.
In the heart of the Lees, a battle is being waged, not with weapons, but with choices. When waste is disposed of in unauthorized locations, in our forests, drains, and waterways, along our highways, and in vacant lots, this is illegal dumping. The consequences reach far beyond what we see. Toxic chemicals seep into our groundwater, threatening our drinking water. Disease-carrying mosquitoes breed in abandoned tires, and wildlife mistake our waste for food. For over a decade, the Department of Environment has worked tirelessly to clean up these sites. But they can't do it alone. They need your help. And now, taking action is easier than ever. Download the ArcGIS Survey 123 app to your phone. You can report illegal dump sites. The app records the location, allows you to add photos. Simply open the app, allow location access, fill in basic details about the site, add a photo, and submit. Your report helps us protect our communities and natural resources. Every report matters. Every action counts. Stand proud in protecting our nation. Our beliefs, our responsibility. Bini.
Finally, a postpaid plan for 3 people. Introducing Smart Trio. Why pay for mobile service alone when you can share and save? Get unlimited national calls, text, plus 100 gigabytes of shared data. And the best part? It's only $135. That's right, as low as $45 per person. Perfect for small families, couples, or close friends. Smart Trio. 3 lines, 1 smart choice. Sign up now and you could win a Trio getaway to San Pedro for 3. Visit us at www.smart-bz.com for more information or sign up at any showroom today. Smart, bringing people together.
Festival come to this very nation.
In Isaiah 30:29 it says, and you will sing as on the night you celebrate a holy festival, and your heart will rejoice. The body of Christ will unite, and many hearts will rejoice on the Saturday, March 7, 2026 at the Belize Civic Center, beginning at 6 p.m. as a Heavenly's Productions brings to you Jesus Festival.
Jesus Festival. Yeah, Jesus.
Featuring the hottest gospel artist coming out of the Bahamas, Sherwin Gardner.
So I say, with all of my heart and all of my soul, I worship you, O Jah. Tell them that the praises never stop. All I want to do is give you the highest praise.
Also showcasing one of the biggest gospel artists from out of Trinidad and Tobago, Positive, dropping his hit tunes.
Rolling in my human army. My Jesus and I wanna sing out some sweet gospel reggae. Blessing after blessing, and nothing can hold it back.
And then it's the return of the biggest gospel band in Belize, Heavenly.
I'm gonna be heavenlies for life, serving Jesus Christ.
And all the way from Atlanta, Georgia, USA, the daughter of the world-famous televangelist Creflo Dollar, none other than Jordan Dollar, with her hit song. Also highlighting Genesis 501 from Capital City, Belmopan. Blind Sight, Genesis Gospel Band from Sugar City, Orange Walk. Reality Youth, Pastor Herman Blees and the Kings Park Prince team. Pastor Frederick Gordon and Garin Carvalho and his GCO group. Remember Jesus Festival.
Jesus Festival. Yeah, Jesus. Rocking on the world, I said Jesus.
Taking place Saturday, March 7, Belize Civic Center from 6 p.m. until. Bring out the entire family for a time of praising God and witnessing souls being saved and lives being recommitted to God. For tickets, call 615-4766. That's 615-4766. Sponsors: Angela's Press, Racina's Imports, Cellular World, Love FM, More FM, Quem Radio, Vibes Radio, Plus TV, Channel 7, Channel 5, and Wave Radio. Come on out and be blessed.
Jesus Festival. Yeah, Jesus.
Registering the debt of a person is a crucial legal process done through the Civil Registry Department and Vital Statistics Unit, which allows you to obtain an official debt certificate. The new Civil Registry and Vital Statistics System, CRVS, makes it easy. Register online or visit an office countrywide. The debt registration process involves providing the necessary details about the deceased and the details of their debt. Register a debt promptly to avoid any delays or additional fees for late registration. Who can register a debt? Any person with an original medical certificate for the cause of debt, MCCD, issued by the medical facility certifying the debt. The new CRVS, digitally connecting citizens to all vital statistics services. Visit crvs.gov.bz to complete the debt registration process with ease and care.
Belize, you're watching the Nation Station, Channel 7.
After weeks of picketing their former employer to demand their severance payments, the Belize Communication Workers for Justice have finally gotten a signal that they will get it. BTL wrote to them this evening stating that the Board of Directors approved payment to former employees who were not within the 6-year limitation period. The board says it has instructed top managers to meet with them tomorrow to finalize the terms of payment. The Communication Workers for Justice see this as a major victory, and a press release is expected this evening. We will have more on this meeting for you tomorrow. It could have been a catastrophe, but fortunately no one was hurt when an industrial butane tank at the HL's Burger Stall on Princess Margaret Drive ruptured today, causing butane to disperse into the air. It forced an emergency evacuation of Belize Elementary and Belize High Schools, which was a break at the time, causing all types of confusion. The students were then assembled at a nearby office space for their parents to pick them up as a fire department was called. it was brought under control without any damage or harm to anyone. When we contacted BWEL for a comment, they declined and said the situation was under control. The PUP held a National Party Council meeting in Belmopan on Sunday, and while this is usually a closed gathering for senior party members and executive members, Sunday's event was opened to all party supporters. And that's probably because the party is emerging from the SpeedNet acquisition, dust up, badly bruised, and it is trying to convince followers that they were experiencing turbulence, not a tailspin. And now that the acquisition is on pause, well, here's how Deputy Leader Cordell Hyde puts it.
For the first time since we won in 2020, we have a bit of a setback. We have a stumbling to go on, right? Because as you know, we were rolling. A year ago, we were flying high. A couple of months ago, we were flying sky high. Sky high. And then all this stuff for the proposed acquisition of Smart came about, and then things get serious. Things get serious, and circumstances suddenly change far away. Listen, I don't like to know. When the Prime Minister, when it was announced that the Prime Minister press the pause button for the acquisition, he made happy. I'm not telling the truth, you never happy too? Tell the truth, man, you never happy too? The pause, that PUP at its best. When it happened before, you don't know where that. That's not PUP. The pause, the PUP at its best. Because what the pause allows us to do now is to make sure that there is real, genuine consultation with the people at Belize on this issue, so that the technical people from BPL can go all across this country, go to the schools, go to UB, go to the community centers all across the country and talk to the people in our cordial way, in our honest way, in our open way, in our friendly way, and take their time doing it with no gun and nobody head. And if after a couple months of consultation, the people not there with it, then BTL will have to take a chill pill, you know. They will have to take a chill pill. They will have to shelf it. Because ultimately, it's the people of Belize who owns the company. It's not Mr. Lizarraga. It's not the board of BPL. It's the people of Belize.
The NPC adopted 4 resolutions, but the one that stood out was the one Deputy Hyde spoke of, endorsing the pause in BTL SpeedNet Smart acquisition talks. The language is certainly worth noting as it contradicts what the Prime Minister and the BTL executives have been doing, which is to push the acquisition. It, quote, reaffirms that competition, innovation and consumer protection are the cornerstones of a healthy telecommunications sector, and that any consolidation must demonstrably serve the Belizean people, not merely the commercial interests of shareholders. This again confirms what Hyde was saying, that the acquisition will not be a fiduciary decision, as the Prime Minister has insisted it must be. But it's now, as Hyde framed it, the people's decision. Notably absent from the NPC meeting was Kareem Musa, who was reported to be at a mobile passport hub event in Houston, and Julius Espat, the area rep for Cayo South, neighbor to Belmopan. He told us, quote, "It was my birthday weekend, so I spent precious time with my family." We've told you about the $100 million lawsuit against the Royal Cajal Resort filed that is for the death of 3 American tourists by carbon monoxide poisoning. Well, it's not just the resort. There's a whole list of defendants named as being target of the suit. And the long list includes Julius Espat's Structure Architects Limited and his wife, architect Anna Espat. We asked Espat about it, and he said that the matter is currently before the courts and is being handled by their legal counsel. Additionally, he said that they are confident that the company was wrongly named and that this represents an injustice. There was another fatal motorcycle accident this weekend. It happened on Saturday night just outside Belmopan near El Rancho restaurant, where there was a collision between a motorcyclist and an SUV. ASP Stacy Smith told us how it happened.
Roaring Creek police are investigating a fatal road traffic accident which led to the death of 29-year-old Manuel Munguia. The investigation commenced on Saturday, 14 February 2026 at approximately 9:20 p.m. when officers in that jurisdiction were advised of the presence of an unresponsive male person near miles 47 and 48 on the George Price Highway. The officers proceeded to that location where they indeed made that observation, and they also observed a Li-Fan brand motorcycle which showed signs of damage, as well as a guardrail which also showed sign of damage. Police also encountered a male person on the scene who was driving an SUV, and that SUV also showed signs of damage on the driver's side. What we have learned so far in the course of this ongoing investigation is that Munguia was traveling from the direction of Belize City to Belmopan, and it is reported that he veered into the lane of the oncoming traffic, and when he would have collided with that vehicle, his motorcycle careened and collided into the guardrail, which caused his untimely demise. A notice of intended prosecution has been served to the driver in relation to the investigation. In terms of alcohol, a toxicology report would shed light as it relates to the victim, and I do not believe one was extracted from the driver of the other vehicle.
2 teenagers have been charged for a shooting robbery which left a security guard shot and 2 guns stolen. ASP Stacy Smith explained how officers managed to track down the assailants not too far from where the incident occurred.
Police have formally arrested and charged Criston Carif Fernandez, an 18-year-old Belizean, for the offense of kept firearm without a gun license and kept ammunition without a gun license. Also charged in that incident was a 16-year-old minor who was charged separately for the offense of kept firearm without a gun license and kept ammunition without a gun license. The charges so far relate to police's investigation into the report of a shooting incident that occurred sometime around 10:30 p.m. on Thursday, 12 February 2026. The arresting officers reported that they were on Youth for the Future drive when their attention was drawn to the sounds of shots being fired, and they were also alerted via the control room that a male person was shot at Jails Quick Loan located on Clegon Street in Belize City. The officers proceeded to the area and they observed 2 male persons, and these male persons were pursued. When the 2 male persons who were observed coming from the direction of North Front Street over the Bell China Bridge were observed and pursued, one was tracked down in the vicinity of West Collet Canal, and he was observed throwing a firearm, and the other minor was also tracked down, and he too was observed to be in possession of a firearm. What we know so far in the course of this investigation is that a security guard that was doing security services at Jails Quick Loan was at that place of employment when 2 male persons are reported to have went to that establishment and fired several shots, resulted in the male person, namely the security guard, being injured. Those male persons then fled with 2 firearms, being the property of the security company. We have since confirmed that the firearms that were recovered were in fact the firearm that belonged to the company. And as this investigation continues, it is anticipated that additional charges will be brought in relation to that particular incident.
Today in court, the two teenagers, a 16-year-old minor, 18-year-old Kristen Fernandez, were arraigned for attempted murder and kept unlicensed firearm. Fernandez took ownership of the gun, a 9mm Luger pistol, which police found on him by Youth for the Future Drive. Fernandez told court at mitigation today, the only reason why I got the firearm is because they threatened me. My mother is dead from gun violence, added Fernandez. While Fernandez's guilty plea was accepted, the chief magistrate has deferred sentencing for February 25th. Both were remanded for attempted murder until April 16th. A 7-year-old boy from southern Belize is recovering after an accidental shooting on Sunday that left him hospitalized with injuries to his lower back. According to his mother, Diana Shee of San Antonio Village, her son, Jesse Cal, was at a nearby family farm with 27-year-old Bernardo Bolon when the incident occurred. She reported that while the pair were checking on their cornfield, the child was picking green corn when Bolon accidentally discharged a pellet gun. The projectile struck Jesse in the middle lower back, causing injuries near the spinal area. Police observed a single gunshot wound to the child's lower back and took him to the hospital. Jesse is in a stable condition but may be transferred to Southern Regional Hospital for further evaluation as the pellet remains lodged near his pelvic bone. Additional medical assessments will determine whether there are any internal injuries. Police in Roaring Creek Village are investigating the reported theft of a firearm from a vehicle belonging to Kayla Renault, a police constable attached to the Roaring Creek station, who also lives in the village. Renault reported that sometime after 7:30 p.m. on Thursday, February 12th, she was socializing at the village basketball court near the community center when she left a black and gray Glock 43X pistol valued at about $3,500 Belize dollars under the driver's seat of her black Chevy Equinox SUV. When she later attempted to retrieve it while leaving the area, the firearm was missing. Police searched the area but could not find it. Initially, police did detain 2 BDF soldiers for questioning. Investigations into the theft are ongoing. Last week, we told you about a man charged for the January murder of 29-year-old Elroy Bainton in Ladyville. Over the weekend, 2 more men were jointly charged.
As it relates to the ongoing investigation into the murder of Elroy Bainton that occurred on the 25th of January 2026, on 14 February 2026, police officers in Ladyville formally arrested and jointly charged Isaiah Nigel Beeks and Cameron Lozano for the crime of murder.
Any motive?
I believe on the last occasion we would have shared a motive in relation to that incident.
And in another shooting incident, this time in Kikaka, the accused made a desperate attempt to get rid of his weapon, but police in hot pursuit managed to locate the firearm and a suspected drug-like substance. ASP Stacey Smith explained what happened.
Kikaka police have formally arrested and charged 29-year-old Javan Moody for the offense of kept firearm without a gun license and kept ammunition without a gun license. These charges follow police's investigation into a shooting incident that occurred sometime around 8:45 p.m. on February 12, 2026 in the Bahia area of Kikaka. The responding officers reported that they were alerted to the sounds of shots being fired, and upon approaching that area, they observed a golf cart with 3 male occupants, which was speeding away from the scene of the incident. That golf cart was pursued, and a male person later identified as Moody was observed throwing a firearm. Mr. Moody was taken back to the location where the firearm was thrown, and the firearm, when inspected, was learned to be a 9mm Taurus brand pistol, which contained a magazine with 7 live rounds of 9mm ammunition. Moody was additionally charged for the offense of possession of controlled drugs after a search on his person led to the discovery of a Ziploc bag which contained suspected cocaine. Also, in the course of this investigation, police additionally recovered a .38 revolver with 3 live rounds of .38 caliber ammunition, and from the scene of that incident, 7 expended shells were recovered. These firearm and ammunition, as well as the expended shells, have since been packaged and submitted to the National Forensic and Science Services Laboratory, where testing will be conducted to see if they are related to the incident, and that will also inform what, if any, additional charges will be brought against Mr. Moody. What we have learned is that Mr. Moody and the victim went to that area, and it is believed that they went there with nefarious intentions, and they were met with equal hostility.
We'll take a break now. When we come back, when will the National Bus Company's electric fleet hit the road? We'll have answers after the break. Don't go away.
February is all about Honda. Get special pricing and discounts on all Honda products. Enjoy up to 25% off select Honda products and 20% off Honda parts. Don't forget your B-Bucks whenever you make a purchase. Love your Honda is all about deals and discounts on Honda products throughout the month of February.
Only at Benquip Equipment Parts Service.
Finally, a postpaid plan for 3 people. Introducing Smart Trio. Why pay for mobile service alone when you can share and save? Get unlimited national calls, texts, plus 100 gigabytes of shared data. And the best part? It's only $135. That's right, as low as $45 per person. Perfect for small families, couples, or close friends. Smart Trio, 3 lines, 1 smart choice. Sign up now and you could win a Trio getaway to San Pedro for 3. Visit us at www.smart-bz.com for more information or sign up at any showroom today. Smart, bringing people together.
For decades, BEL has powered Belize's growth and progress, lighting homes, energizing industries, and fueling national development. But in a world reshaped by extreme weather patterns, digital transformation, and evolving customer needs, the future of energy demands a new approach. The future of energy is now, and it's not just about new technology. It's about people and how we use, manage, and store power smarter. BEL is leading the transformation, blending modern advancements with the wisdom of sustainable energy practices. Integrating technologies will redefine how Belize produces and uses energy. With distributed generation and smart grid technologies, customers are becoming power partners. Energy is no longer a one-way street. BEL is making key investments that will reinforce the grid to make this a reality, ensuring energy security for generations. At BEL, we are more than an energy provider. We work to safeguard Belize's energy future, which will have demand response programs, where customers will be able to shift use during peak hours to take advantage of the new time of use or off-peak rate structures, customer energy portals, real-time insights and tools to track usage and manage energy smarter, smart metering,
advanced metering infrastructure, faster, safer service, and actionable energy insights. Distributed generation, integrating rooftop solar, microgrids, and battery storage for two-way power flows into the national grid. Together, we are bringing you a brighter tomorrow.
The roads of Belize connect us all. Riders, drivers, families, friends. Every day begins with a little routine and the confidence that life's journeys are protected. From school drop-off through the daily grind and everything in between, each with different roads ahead, yet one common goal: to arrive safely. Atlantic Insurance stands with Belize's riders and motorists with affordable protection, support, and peace of mind for the journey ahead. For the roads we share and the lives we protect, Atlantic Insurance is by your side, insuring you from life's unexpected. Atlantic Insurance, insuring you from life's unexpected.
Festival come to this very nation.
In Isaiah 30:29 it says, "And you will sing as on the night you celebrate a holy festival, and your heart will rejoice." The body of Christ will unite, and many hearts will rejoice on the Saturday, March 7, 2026 at the Belize Civic Center, beginning at 6 p.m. as a Heavenly's Productions brings to you Jesus Festival.
Jesus Festival. Yeah, Jesus.
Featuring the hottest gospel artists coming out of the Bahamas, Sherwin Gardner.
So I say, with all of my heart and all of my soul, I worship you, oh Jah. Tell them that the praises never stop. All I want to do is give you the highest praise.
Also showcasing one of the biggest gospel artists from out of Trinidad and Tobago, Positive, dropping his hit tunes.
Rolling in my two-man army, my Jesus and I wanna sing out some sweet gospel reggae. Blessing after blessing and nothing can hold it back.
And then it's the return of the biggest gospel band in Belize, Heavenly.
I'm gonna be Heavenly's for life, serving Jesus Christ.
And all the way from Atlanta, Georgia, USA, the daughter of the world-famous televangelist Creflo Dollar, none other than Jordan Dollar, with her hit song. Also highlighting Genesis 501 from Capital City, Pemberton. Blind Sight, Genesis Gospel Band from Sugar City, Orange Walk. Reality Youth, Pastor Herman Blees and the Kings Park Prince team. Pastor Frederick Gordon and Garin Carvalho and his GCO group. Remember Jesus Festival.
Jesus Festival. Yeah, Jesus. Rocking on the world, I said Jesus.
Taking place Saturday, March 7, Belize Civic Center from 6 p.m. until. Bring out the entire family for a time of praising God and witnessing souls being saved and lives being recommitted to God. For tickets, call 615-4766. That's 615-4766. Sponsors: Angela's Press, Racina's Imports, Cellular World, Love FM, More FM, Quem Radio, Vibes Radio, Plus TV, Channel 7, Channel 5, and Wave Radio. Come on out and be blessed.
Jesus Festival. Yeah, Jesus.
Belize, you're watching the Nation Station, Channel 7.
The National Bus Company is coming along smoothly, according to the Transport Minister. A recent pilot project of the intercity buses has moved the project forward, and the ministry has been able to see the kinks in the system as well as what they would need to implement at the launch of the new public transport system. Today they held a stakeholders briefing to update them and the wider public on the National Bus Company. Minister Louis Abani explained that they are working towards an all-electric fleet and soon a cashless payment system.
So by the time we got to week before last, we had 31 bus operators. Today, and in the next few days, the legal stuff is going on. We, in essence, will have 15 bus operators, right? The 31 minus the 17, and the 17 being one. Well, we're talking a significant consolidation. We can buy in bulk now. Fuel costs will go down further. And this is for the present fleet of diesel buses we're talking about. When we reach the point for which we have a transition period from March 1st to the end of August, then we start to get the electric buses replacing the diesel buses. You will see a much more significant drop in the operating costs of the company. And the reason for that is that electric buses have quite a bit less parts than a diesel bus. So as we move forward, our aim is that by the end of 2027, God willing, that with continued cooperation, collaboration, that this will yield a setting where we'll have 100% of the fleet being electric buses. Going forward, a part of that pilot has been the work that you have done in partnership with Digi, with the cashless system. So we've met twice, I believe, with the team from Digi. And the idea is that across the country now, we will want to roll out, and this is where we're certainly grateful to all the media houses who are here, to inform our people that in the coming weeks and months, we will be talking about and starting to activate this cashless system, for which you have your card and you tap and you pay. And we're working closely with Digi. We're hoping to come very soon to a full agreement where the present buses would be, we'll install the equipment on it. And then when the new buses come, they can easily be transferred over to the new buses.
He launched his new book in Belize 2 weeks ago, and now Dr. Harold Young has been appointed as the ambassador and permanent representative of Belize to the United Nations office in Geneva, Switzerland. Ambassador Young presented his credentials today to Tatiana Valovaya, Director General of the UN office in Geneva. Ambassador Young is also expected to be nominated for accreditation to the World Trade Organization. They remain on standby 24/7 in all 5 districts, ready to spring into action at the call of a fire or accident. 21 members of the National Fire Service received Long Service Awards on Friday, honored for their commitment and dedication 2 years on the front line. 7 senior personnel were recognized for 25 years on the job, and the Ministry of Public Service was there to present them their awards. Here are the highlights from the event.
Certainly was a pleasure of mine to be here. This is the Long Service Award for our firefighters, those that have served 10, 15, 20 and 25 years. So it's a small token of the appreciation the government of Belize has for the work that they do, the sacrifices that they make, and of course for the dedication that they have shown to the National Fire Service. These are firefighters that are often overlooked as part of our service corps, and we're happy that we're able to show our appreciation and also to recognize and to respect the work that this National Fire Service does. Certainly what you see here are dedicated officers. You have persons who, especially those 20 and 25 years, who have been through so many different challenges, national emergencies, technological changes, increase in public expectation in terms of the public expecting so much more from our National Fire Service. And we're happy that we're able to provide this token of appreciation, but also to show that we're serious about investing in our National Fire Service. We want to improve the services that they provide. We're happy that we're able to have a new building for the administrative headquarters. And as I said publicly, we want to make sure that in this term, we build national headquarters. Unfortunately, the last administration sold out the national headquarters without a plan to really have one in place. So we're looking forward to getting that done. We're happy also that we were able to get the allowances for firefighters approved. These are some allowances that they have been fighting for some time. And of course, we're looking at the organizational structure and to make sure that we properly compensate our firefighters.
Some of them have been here for 25 years and above, which shows that through all the years when things weren't as great, they stuck through it just because of their dedication to the work and the people of the community they serve. We have officers from all over the country, Independence, PG, Corozal, and they all have been stellar in their work for the National Fire Service.
We'll take a final break now. When we come back, we'll tell you how the Chinese New Year, or the Year of the Horse, will be observed in Belize tomorrow.
This newscast is brought to you by Cellular World, your authorized Samsung distributor.
I am extremely happy to see that the work has started. We might be talking here about regaining some land. The most important part for us right now is how can we continue to protect the people that are here.
We're setting up these rock wall placed by machines to trap sand deposits. We will do some dredging at the river mouth that will enhance the sand movement, and nature on its own will take the sand to the rock walls, trap them, and accelerate beach recreation. Within the first month, you'll see results. Within 3 months, you'll see good progress. And after 6 months, you will really see some nice recuperation.
Monk River is really the forgotten village. It's been years and years I've been fighting for some help with the erosion, and nothing has been done. I was asking to save what we have now than lose everything, because it come to a point that we believe that everything was going in another few years, everything would be gone.
This village really needs a cemetery, because I don't know that when I go in, and to me, I expect for burying at this burying ground. I have my grandfather. I have my grandfather for both sides. Ma and pa, right here.
Many of the tombs, they are in the middle of the water. Imagine if it was you or I who would have to go and visit our parents or any family member, but the reality is that they are swimming now in the ocean.
At least government and Mr. Martinez showed up for us. 9 months, I have to say.
This is a real testament of what loss and damage is. We have so many areas like Moncariva across Belize, all the way from Corozal to Barranco down south, whereby erosion has become such a serious problem and a threat to the livelihoods of people.
Nando's Wholesale is the distributor for the full line of Badia spices, including the original complete seasoning, the perfect combination of ingredients and spices prepared to enhance the natural flavor of your favorite foods. Also, cinnamon powder for all your desserts, fruits, and beverages, and as special dishes. All these are available in commercial sizes or restaurant packaging. Nando's products are available at your local retailer or contact us at 222-5000. From Corozal to Toledo, Nando's is proud to be serving Belize as its #1 wholesale distributor for over 35 years.
1, 2, 3. The opportunity of having a home for myself. Very happy. This is something that is mine personally.
As you can see, when they get these houses, it's an absolutely chilling time, and I'm just absolutely overjoyed, man.
I had my own home, but the water came in.
I really appreciate this house.
These are humble, hardworking, honest people. They've worked all their lives, done a tremendous job with their children, have grown their children up to be considerate, responsible, hardworking citizens under really tough conditions. So they've done their part for this country.
I'm Randolph Friesen and I manage Westbell Produce, better known as Granny's Foods. That's our main brand. So we offer high quality grains, beans, rice, and we also offer corn chips made from 100% locally grown corn. We saw a need for high quality locally produced products. A lot of the best products are being exported, and we said, you know, we need to keep some of the best products here in Belize rather than export everything. Atlantic Bank has helped us achieve our goals by providing the financing for us to be able to launch products faster than we would without the financing that they offer. We find that Atlantic Bank is very customer friendly, especially with small and medium-sized businesses. We find that Atlantic Bank is more than willing to go the extra mile. They try to understand your business. So when we go to Atlantic Bank with a certain need, we find that they try to develop a solution that will meet our specific need. I would encourage any small business owner to go to Atlantic Bank for their financial services. They're very friendly, and just overall, their service is excellent.
Belize, you're watching the Nation Station, Channel 7.
In May of last year, the Association of Beneficiaries and Retired Public Officers were picketing across the country. And the last time we saw them out in numbers here in the city was downtown at Battlefield Park. We haven't seen or heard from them since then. But when we spoke with their president today, he says that their demands haven't changed. And they have now decided to take the legal route to achieving what they believe they rightly deserve. The money and benefits they believe are being kept from them under the Public Sector Workers Trust. Hubert Enriquez explained via Zoom.
Yes, we had been making requests of the government to intervene and to use their powers under the Act to dissolve the trust, which had been operating for quite a while now, and the matters have been standing for over 30 years. The government did say that they would do so, but there was this issue with a court case that was supposed to be an appeal. I say it's supposed to be because it has been that matter has been ongoing for quite a while now, and they have been unable to get the records of the previous case, or the transcript of the previous case, for them to be able to hold the appeal. Even to date, it hasn't happened, and so the appeal isn't recorded as an appeal because they haven't reached a point where they had the documents at this. So now we are at the point now where we have consulted with our attorney, Courtney and Koye LLP, and we're at the point now where we have to go to court. In fact, we have started to sue both the PSWT as well as the government, and so tomorrow have a court case tomorrow, which we're looking forward to attend.
Enriquez says they expect it to be in court tomorrow and the proceedings can go either way.
We are hoping to accomplish very much the same things which the appeal was supposed to accomplish.
Okay.
Which is, say, the distribution of funds to beneficiaries. And so we're at the point now where, in fact, what we noted is that in suing the government also brought in those persons who were the main claimants of the appeal, which is who are the previous case, no? So they're also a part of this case. They're brought in as interested party in the case, because the government has themselves filed a case against the PSWT in addition to ourselves. So they themselves have actually filed a case against the PSWT, asking for much the same thing that we are asking for, except that they have disagreed certain issues that we have actually put forward. So it will be very interesting to see how it plays out tomorrow, because there are two cases that are on schedule for the same time. And so perhaps they're trying to see how they could actually work it out, to instead of having different hearings, and to have it together. But very much, the government really is very much saying much of what we are saying. There are a few differences. I can't go into them right now, but with a hope that they would have still necessary to just do it together, but it's possible at this time.
And just to refresh the memory a bit on what their demands have been, Enriquez says not much has changed and they simply want what they are entitled to.
The first thing would be that all the monies that are in the accounts for the PSWT, as well as the assets of the PSWT, that there's a declaration from the court that those belong to the beneficiaries of PSWT, and that they be turned over to PSWT. to beneficiaries. There's a mechanism set up to do that, no? That the government itself, they are ordered to indicate a list of beneficiaries, those persons who are entitled or who are there during the time of the increment freeze, and who would be beneficiaries. And even up to the date, we don't yet have a list of beneficiaries who are entitled to this whole thing. So we're asking that the government prepares and submits a list of all those persons who are beneficiaries of this trust. We also want for the court to also aim regard the property of the PSWT, because they have property, like, for instance, BTL shares. All those things, we have to take an account of them. We also need to get an audit, a proper audit of the accounts of the PSWT, and to determine, if in fact they're accurate and if there is any misappropriation of funds in those accounts. And then we also want an injunction which will restrain the PSWT from carrying out any further functions, and that the court, set up a mechanism to deal with, the ordinary termination of the trust and the distribution of assets to beneficiaries.
The Year of the Snake is shedding its final skin tonight, and tomorrow the Year of the Horse will be charging in. That's right, it's Chinese New Year, so get ready to hear the celebratory pop shots in your neighborhood. And as usual, the Belize Chinese Association has a big event planned. But according to the president, it's those outside the Chinese community who are more excited.
Most likely are pretty much be same like last year, but every year we try to be our better years and our greater success. For the Chinese New Year's right now, how I say is just only the name Chinese, but the local is participate much more than the Chinese, what I see, and they enjoy more than the Chinese as well. Entertainment mostly we invite the local groups. For the past years we have Garifuanas, we have Creole, we have the steel band, we have the local dance group, a lot. But we try to have some different group, invite different group every year. So our guests wouldn't get tired of this.
And people can look forward to the little dragon that goes around.
It's not dragon. It's a lion. Okay. It's a lion dance. The dragon is a little too much, and the facility here wouldn't hold up. And it's due to the amount of guests we have that day. We have close to 1,000 guests that day. So with that extra long dragon, it might be a little disaster. So the lion within the community actually they already start to celebrate from today. Today is the New Year Eve, and tomorrow is the official Chinese New Year. So family, friends gathering, and of course food, drinks. Yep, from today.
And that's all we have for you for our newscast tonight. Thanks for watching. With your news, I'm Indra Craig. Remember, you can find a full transcript of the news at 7newsbelize.com and see the streaming video on our Facebook page. Have a great night. Join me back here tomorrow at 6.